Hello, everybody. Hello, everybody. This is Amichayam. Welcome to the new group I've opened. It's called Resigning from the Moloch Matrix, or Collapsing the Pizzagate Timeline. I've been aware of this situation on Earth since 2007, when I was working for maybe 10 years as an earth healer here in Israel. And it was in the time that it was in the second Intifada, and there was a lot of buses blowing up all the time and many terror attacks. And I was going to those terror attacks places and doing earth healing ceremonies there to clear the energy. And one of those places is Jaffa Street in Jerusalem, where several buses were blowing up. And Jaffa Street starts from a place called Gai Ben Hinnom. Gai Ben Hinnom is a place that in the book of Jeremiah in the Bible, chapter 7, they're talking about child sacrifice ceremonies that we're doing there. And many earth healers were coming to try to heal this place. And for some reason, it was all the time filling up with the souls of the dead. And I was guided by a kahuna shaman named Sharon Yang from Hawaii. And she taught me several ways to work, and she was able to look from the sky downwards through the Christ consciousness grid that is about 200 meters away from the earth. And she told me that there is a portal, multidimensional portal that goes to a lower dimension, to the second dimension. And there was also dark entities there. So it was within my knowledge how to work in this situation. And in 2007, I took a group of people and we cleared this space. And since then, I became more and more aware that this is a global situation. And now we have this story of Pizzagate that put it in a very in our face sort of way, this situation. And I'm very happy that Mr. Trump has decided to deal with this situation and solve it, because at one point in my journey, I came to remember past life experiences that I have from time of Atlantis, from the fall of Atlantis. And I remember that this kind of child sacrifice, also known as moloch, rituals were used to create the fear-based separation consciousness matrix over the world. They used to do it in places that were very important on the energetic field of the earth. And this is how the separation consciousness was created, and it's still maintained for thousands of years. And you're all the time spiritual group who were focused on the dark side, and throughout all history it was done, and it is created to then continue to be done up until this day by the very elite group of our the 1% who is ruling the other 90%, 99%. So I think since we are the 99% who are positive, loving beings who just want to live a good life here on earth, we can we can use this the same power that the 1% uses for the good, for the better, to heal the earth, and instead of causing harm. So I want to give several definitions. Within my experience in meditation, there are, I categorize all the meditations in the world into two. There are meditations which are passive meditation, which are about observing what is, like Vipassana, Zazen, and many of the more Buddhist kind of teachings that are just about observing what is. And there are meditations which are active, when you move energy. And you can move energy within your energy fields, or you can move energy within the collective field as the earth. And I started by going physically to places, and then in 2008 we did a ceremony all over for the whole country. And at a certain time in my evolution, I became a global healer. It means that I can connect my energy field into the center of the earth, into the heart center of the earth, and from that heart center I can influence with my own energy the collective field of the earth, and work from the center to effect energetic change all over the earth. So within this, I would say there are two kinds of ways you can work. One is being a light walker. Light walker is basically someone who can hold the light. Can be, he has to live by the standards of light, and he is able to hold the light in his daily life and to hold the field of light. And this is important. But there is what I call being a light warrior. Light warrior is someone who is able to look into very dark places and bring the light into them. And for me, what I do is more towards that realm of working. So I would like to share with you in these videos that I'm going to do. I'm starting with this one. Some of the ways of work that I know, and I will read also from those writings of Lisa René from Ascension Glossary, that she has a very accurate explanation on a certain energetic work that she should suggest. And I have done this energetic work in the time of the election, and I feel it does as an effect of called resigning from the moloch matrix. So I want to explain to you about and guide you through this meditation of how I connect to the heart of the earth. I start by calling my guides, my team of guides, of ascended masters, of angels, of God and Goddess of all that is. And I ask to put me within a PMS synchronization chamber. PMS means physical, emotional, mental, and spiritual, which is basically in the shape of a pyramid. Pyramid has four corners, and it's a light coming down and going through the center of the chakra column and going to the center of the earth. Outside here, I have a crystal pyramid that I use to do this. But you can just ask, invite your guides, and ask to be put within a PEMS synchronization chamber to synchronize, to balance the four bodies, the physical, which means like relaxation, and the emotional, to bring your emotion into a good place of, feeling self-love, feeling relaxed, feeling good with yourself. Bringing light into your mental body. It's like the sentence, be still and know that I am God, or hold your mind steady in the light. And also your soul or your spirit, to just have it present with you, to feel it, to feel a connection to your spirit, to your soul, to the light of your soul. The second phase of the meditation that I do, it's called divine axis alignment. This is, I call my higher selves. We have a soul aspect and a spirit self and a divine aspect. And what I want to do is to connect to all of them, because when I'm connected to those higher selves of mine, I am much more than this. The human energy field is about this big. It's a shape of an energy egg. But when you connect to these higher selves of yours, you can be as big as the universe. You can be much bigger than the earth. And you want to connect with those parts of yourself in order to be able to affect the energetic field of a place like the earth. So I ask my guides to put me in an axiatonal alignment or divine axis alignment chamber. I'm seeing this pillar of light going down around me and going all the way to the earth. And now above my head, about 20 centimeters above my head, I see this star. It's called Soul Star, opening up, enlightened, and just reach down towards the crown and continue in the central channel until it reaches the heart. Part of the energy is still going down in the center towards the root chakra and going down to the earth. And this is called the soul merge. You merge your personality and your soul. Now, about 1 meter or 2 meters above my head, I see another star is enlightened, becoming full of light, activating, and starting to descend. This is my monad, my spirit self, the root of the soul. It is a place that is beyond the cycle of incarnation. Before I started incarnating. So now this higher self of mine is going down, reaching the crown, and going down towards the heart, connecting with the heart, and continue downwards also to the root chakra and going all the way down to the earth. And now I ask to experience the spirit merge or the monads merge. My personality and my monad becoming one. And now about 4 meters above my head, another star is activating, becoming enlightened. And this is the divine self. The divine self has 3 levels of activation: the solar, galactic, and universal. It means that within us, we have an entire solar system, galaxy, and universe, a body of light that it is wide as those spaces. This is called our divine self. And it goes down until it reaches my crown chakra, again entering and going down until it reaches the heart. And continuing downwards. So this is the space, the energetic space I want to be when I connect to the energy body of the earth. Now I would like to see my root chakra in the south pole, and my crown chakra in the north pole of the earth. And I'm going to say a mantra that is taken from a book called the Emerald Tablets of Thoth the Atlantean, that is connecting our hearts to the heart of the planet, which is also called the All of Amenti. This goes like this: Mekut el Shab el El Zurben el Zabruz Zinefrim Quarel. Mekut el Shab el El Zurben el Zabruz Zinefrim Quarel. Mekut el Shab el El Zurben el Zabruz Zinefrim Quarel. You might feel like a portal of light is opening up. This portal is connecting us to the 9th dimensional space within the earth heart. And we'd like to feel connection and to experience ourselves as big as the earth. Our heart is connected to the heart of the planet. Our crown chakra is connected to the North Pole. Our root chakra is connected to the center of the earth. And from this space, I would like to offer I will read now this Resigning from the moloch matrix. Just a minute. This is from a very good website I like to read very much by Lisa Rinne, called Ascension Glossary. Command to resign from moloch matrix. Opening. Beloved God, open all channels of light. Clear all light fibers to be fully connected and resonant with the living light code. I decree unity with all of my heart. Set space. We call upon our group avatar selves, the guardians, the aurora races, those aligned with the law of one mission to work together for the highest capacity of exchange of God's infinite light, love, and power in divine right, order, and harmony. Quick connect to the 12D shield. Close your eyes a moment and place your attention on your personal platinum pillar of light. This is the same pillar of light that I invoked before. It's also called the platinum pillar of light. Your personal shield. Stay contained within your personal shields. Imagine or intend seeing yourself filled with the 12-dimensional liquid silver light. See your feed line of energy still connected to the 12-dimensional frequency portal. The 12th dimension is a space of absolute light. It's a place where you can meet face to face with God and speak to God directly. Opening command. Please open the 12-dimensional vortex in counterclockwise motion into full expansion in the celestial Christ force of platinum light. Grid this space entirely in the 12-dimensional pale silver light. Set the spin accordingly. Calibrate, anchor, lock, and seal in this hologram. We now command the transharmonic pillar to manifest and lock down, extending and protecting our 12D group field. We sound our unity note now in the fields of omni-love. Our templates updated, sustained, perpetuated in eternal power of our consecration to serve our source, the living light of one. Please open together now the 12-dimensional vortex into full expansion of the crystalline platinum light. Spinning counterclockwise amplified 12, 13, 14, 15 platinum and aurora lights. See the vortex spheres filled with platinum and aurora lights. See it fill the entire space. North, south, east, west. Heart, earth, sky, heart. We direct the four corners to be stilled in the light of unity and oneness. We are impenetrable and invincible. We ask the aurora races, forces to anchor this space sacred in service to the law of one of which we serve. Now, calibrate transharmonic pillar alignment, core to core to core, align, activate, anchor, lock and seal, lock down now. Begin installation of command. As we set our group intentional field dedicated to the law of one, that which steward the divine plan in human sovereignty and unity. We are fusing our intentions with our energetic integrity to committing to our service mission with the planetary grids during Planetary Emancipation Project. We are focusing our divine heart as a mother aqua portal through the call for guardian intervention to disassemble moloch and the satanic ritual abuse grid structure for the return of the Christ Avatar force to our planet. We are connecting our group intentional field with the power of the natural laws in intelligence's forces operating on the earth, and by connecting to the cosmic intelligences present here, the cosmic triad. Our objective is to be the pure light channel of God's source as one, and by holding and embodying the stewardships which we have been called to represent for all our humanity, that which is the future sovereign direction of our species and of our planet. We must as well petition the progenitors of the angelic race and the cosmic intelligences to apply direct intervention in our co-creation to create the opening leading us to experience a higher reality system for our own liberation, the freedom for our race. We are intending to influence the field by using our collective efforts as directed by the Christ avatar, to call upon the power of our one source and utilize the powers of nature, this beloved body of the earth. As the 12D avatar and the light of God that I am, I choose to represent human freedom in God's sovereign power on earth. I ask that these words represents all those human beings who are unable to speak, who wish freedom in their hearts. Beloved God, beloved guardian, free humanity of the timeline and cellular record of the satanic ritual abuse system erected by Moloch, who used the suffering of humanity to create satanic ritual binding upon souls. Terminate the reversal system of Moloch and the satanic ritual abuse siphon system and collapse all timelines of pain and suffering of bound souls to be delivered from a Moloch into the arms of the Divine Mother and perfected love. Whew. Strong vibes. We command dominion of this beloved earth to return to God's natural laws, the eternal living light of unity, consciousness. Collapse and terminate all false inorganic systems through the resignation of Moloch programming in any satanic ritual abuse timeline, specific to Moloch binding, and replace it with the crystal star, the Christ star, intelligence field. In the group avatar of ascension, in the aurora fields, we unite as one family, as we are unity. We commit and dedicate our spiritual light to completely and totally serve God's plan of sovereignty for all. We gather all resources to bring forth the truth of the light. As we bring all soul fragments, entities, sacrifice aspect, misqualified vibrations, reversal to Mother Ark in a return of rightful honor release into the highest expression of God. We ask our Mother, the Mother Ark, to open her beloved arms and welcome through the transit portals of aquamarine light the dismantling of Moloch and the satanic ritual abuse to be given to all humans and all the planetary network to be released, restored, and renewed and healed in this highest expression of service to God. We reunite our beloved human family to be aligned with the mother heart of God, and that the benevolence of Christ be bestowed upon all to heal and resurrect all beings from the Moloch dark enslavement and nightmare, to be risen in ascension into the oneness that is the true light. Beloved, rise to ascend in the perfected diamond light of the Mother Ark through the Aurora portal networks. We have created a container within the Aqua portal for the purpose of release of all Moloch ritual binding via the satanic ritual abuse grid system to contain these individual group entities and ancestral energies to be properly healed and transitions in grace and peace. We command this space as sacred in the name of God and consecrated to the service of the one source light. We now prepare this portal to transit out of embodiment in imprisonment of all souls bound to Moloch. Beloved teens, please support and provide appropriate transit through the Mother Ark portal. Now we call forth the aquamarine light. Beloved Aqua Mother, please flood our portal vortex with the grace of the light. We amplify now the aquamarine flame and current, all portals steady. We focus on the Mother Ark Aqua portal to send all beloveds who have been trapped and bound to Moloch back into the Mother Ark Hub gateway for protection, rehabilitation, and recovery. We hold an open heart with an open bridge and allow all bodies, ancestors, fragments to be surrendered and released from Moloch. All soul fragments are now retrieved and merged back into the heart of the Mother through her aqua portal. We now see the portal, the group and the individual souls bound to Moloch relieved of pain and suffering and healed of their cosmic rage, finally return to peace and love, reconnect to their true origin and divine right, liberated, free, and at one with the heart of God. May peace restore the earth to its natural laws in the glory of God and in the light of the Christ, return and fulfilled. All who are here seek release from the satanic ritual abuse binding of Moloch, depart now. All who are here seek release from the satanic ritual abuse binding of Moloch, depart now. All who are here seek release from the satanic ritual abuse binding of Moloch, depart now. Beloved beings, go forth in peace and wholeness, sustain in love forever. Beloved guardians, please oversee appropriate transit. Pause to complete it. May feel supportive to tune here. Karaya Satahala several times to further establish the calm, serene holding of this process. Karaya Satahala, Karaya Satahala, Karaya Satahala, Karaya Satahala. As we complete, we flood our own beings and bodies with crystalline cleansing light, breathing the Christala through our systems. Pause for breathing, for deep breaths. All beloved gathered here, we thank you. We send forth our love with all beings released from the satanic ritual binding of Moloch now. We hold the truth of our oneness in God's light. We seal and end this procedure. We seal it into the light of unity, whole truth. We command these spaces sacred in the name of God and consecrated to the service of the one source light. I hold in my heart the truth of God's reflection, perfection, and the truth of the Christ all intelligence of the Christ, our Christ in the glory of God and the glory of the Christ. Spirit, God, source, I command this in the cosmic sovereign law of one, as a vessel of God's eternal light, sovereign freedom, consecrated to God's source, with all intention now is chosen. Thank you. Please seal and end all communication transit portal. Thank you, God. Thank you, God. Thank you, God. And so it is. I love you. I serve the law of one, and I am the cosmic sovereign law made manifest. Okay. Thank you. I hope you are still hanging on with the process, and I will make some more videos. Some of the term used here, it will be good to understand them both. So I will read other her explanation of Lisa Renee from this great website with a lot of very advanced spiritual knowledge that I very much appreciate and like. So I hope you enjoyed this and participated through this video. and see you soon. Thank you.